Sup nerds, I'm Tom and I'm hanging out with Tyler here from Upper Deck. Tyler, you've been having a great convention?
Oh, it's been fantastic. It's just a joy to be around everybody who loves games as much as I do.
Yeah, I know, and getting to hang out with that guy Tom is pretty cool, right?
Who's that?
Brute, dude.
Oh, yeah, yes. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
First take, didn't even plan it. All right, so we're talking about Legendary Encounters, the X-Files edition. So Tyler, can you tell everybody what this is all about?
Yeah, so a lot of people are familiar with our Legendary system, and less so with our Legendary Encounters, but it's a fantastic system. It uses many of the same mechanics. If you know one game, then you know the other one mostly. The big tweak is that instead of just playing against a mastermind with a scheme, you're playing more through a story, and when you build up the deck of evil, it goes sort of in an escalating manner. So you almost an Act 1, Act 2, Act 3 to the play experience, so that you're building, by the time you hit the hard stuff, you've got a lot more, you have a more manageable deck to deal with it. And it's still a deck builder. What's really, really cool about this particular version of the encounter system is that everybody's playing together co-op as it always is, and you get to play your favorite, you're going to play Mulder, Scully, Skinner, the agents with special abilities and all that, but you don't really know who you're fighting against, much as the way of the X-Files. Right? Everything's in the shadows. You're trying to uncover the conspiracy. Each scenario will have an end game that you're going against that you will get to. And you have to beat that to overcome and win. The game features 3 face-down evidences that are chosen at random that will basically bolster that end game and give them a bonus. Like tech cards don't work in this scenario. So the goal of the game as you're playing through just trying to survive and get to the end game is to uncover these evidence pieces so you know what to expect. But even further, if you do really well, you can eradicate them by collecting the evidence, and that's no longer a scenario, or no longer built into the scenario, so you don't have to worry about facing it anymore. So it's either reveal it and play around it, or reveal it and let's get rid of it, which is a really fun mechanic. In this game also, from the Into the Shadows, which is where all the bad guys come into, everything's face down, so you don't know who's there. Same for the recruitment row, where you're bringing in all of the new people that you're bringing into your deck. But there are good guys mixed into the bad guy deck and bad guys mixed into the good guy deck, as is X-Files. Sometimes your friends turn out to be your worst enemies, and vice versa. The bad guy ends up doing something nice and helping you out, or turns out to be an informant, something of that nature.
That's really thematic.
It is. It's super cool. It's what we love about these encounter games is it's a step to really drive the theme of the product and the IP through the roof. The other thing that it has as a mechanic there's a belief stack and a doubt stack that you will kind of incorporate into your deck. Different things will trigger it, and it ties into the exact trigger will tie into your character's abilities, and these things will really bring in that that sense of like do you think do you know what's going on? Do you believe in the cause? And it helps muddy the waters even further. The other really, really cool thing in this one that we haven't had before is in the recruit row, every section has an ability that when you recruit from that section, you gain. So if the very leftmost card, when you recruit that, it will go on the bottom of your deck instead of your discard pile, which strategically, where you recruit from can have a big effect. Is it going on the bottom of your deck, the top of your deck? One of them will heal strikes that go against you, so like it's a way to get some health back. A lot of really, really cool content in this. And of course, it's the X-Files, so everybody's gobbling it up.
And I'm very scared because when I was a little kid, my dad used to watch the X-Files and used to terrify me. So is this game going to terrify me?
I mean, it's going to have its scary moments, but, probably.
Probably for people with weak constitutions like me.
Exactly. So the cool thing in this is that it covers seasons 1 through 9. So when the first scenario that you play will be basically season 1, season 2, season 3, and then the next one will be 4, 5, 6, then 7, 8, 9. And then there are rules to adjust that and mix and match the storylines. And then you can also do a session. There's rules for a session to just play the entire series all at once. That's special. Yeah, it's a really, really fun, one of my favorite game systems that we have.
Well, that's awesome. It sounds super intense. And is this game available now or just at Gen Con, or will it be available later?
This one will be releasing in stores in August, so just keep an eye out in terms of exact availability with your local game store.
All right, well, that sounds very soon. And when that time comes, we will have a purchase link to Legendary Encounters X-Files in the description box down below. Make sure you get yourself a copy. And hey, while you're down there, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you'll never be bored. Boom, he knows what to do.